Galatians. Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. The NLT translation. The NLT translation. My old self has been crucified with Hamashiach. It is no longer I who live, but Hamashiach live in me. So I live in this earthly body by trusting in the Son of Yahweh, who loved me and gave himself for me. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, the Wadi Ba'ashem, Yahushua, for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word in sincerity and truth and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come and what is to come. Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the all-fired Egypt, which is the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chambers of the Lord different all full like into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chambers of the Lord shooting laser beams to the ungodly and the heathens. Rightfully so. I will wrap this out, the Lord, take the course of this video. Just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place, spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all the other filthy customs that have taken upon. Just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place, man. At this moment, in real time, hoping to be more than just this vessel. But at this moment, I'm just a vessel because I'm the hope. I'm hoping to get salvation, you know. And I'm staying tapped into the power source. I truly believe this is the power source. I don't know, prior to 2007, searching, to me, I was searching for the power source because I knew it had to be more than what I was doing. I always was thinking like this. I always had this thought, I truly believe that something out of this world was distracting me from getting to the power source. And come to find out, it was Satan, putting everything else in front of you, distracting you with the worldly things. And that's why I truly believe that we are called. Many are called, but few are chosen. So we are in the between the calling we are between the calling and the chosen. We're in between right now. I've become one of the chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. We are in between the few, the calling, and the few that are chosen. Because right now, from what I witnessed, I have seen a lot of individuals that had so much information according to Yahweh Shai, and they're not here no more. So I'll be one of those men that last, that endure to the end. That he don't take his spirit from me. And those are the things I always say to him, please don't let me go. That's something. I want to stay tapped into the power source. And the only way that's been tapped into the power source is by listening to his men, from his apostles on down, and getting the information. This is like that scene in The Matrix when you get plugged in and all the information is downloaded into you. Now we're gonna have the ultimate download when we get the full information, when we don't have to teach no more. We're gonna no longer have to teach our brothers and sisters, but we will be teaching the other nations a lesson or two. So I'm just like, a lot of random thoughts ran through my head before I turned the video on. And right now the time is, what time is? Time is 4:21 a.m. Tuesday, April 9th. After this clips thing, they had that thing going on, and everybody was over there watching it like it's a festival. Well, it is a feast day. I mean, it is not a feast day. It is a fest. It's a sign, should I say, Salaki. The signs of the time, but it's not what they wanted it to be. It's what Yahweh Shemel Shah is telling his men that it's going to be. And it was a picture of one line going across the side of America and the other line going across the other way of the which is very spiritual, because that's the thought. This could be the end. This could be. There's so much stuff happening that we have to stay plugged in, tuned in to everything that goes on. I didn't get too much in depth with it, but when I saw the picture of it, and the first thing I thought of was the thought. When you read the alphabets, you got the the last is the ah, and it's the first one is the ah, and the last one is the tha. So this could be potentially the end of the society. What you see is going to be the end. This is why we have to stay mentally and prepared and plugged in to the brothers with their videos, and because it builds your spirit, And for me, it builds my spirit. So I'm plugged in based upon how I was taught, And I don't try to, we shouldn't be doing that. We should be staying focused on the scriptures where it was taught, because it makes so much sense. And then when you go over it again, over and over again, and then one of these days, that verse get played out in reality, like when we live. That happens a lot too. And that's a part of being plugged in. So like I already didn't have any verses. I about to tell the Lord feed me some of the verses, but this is mostly a holy conversation. This is mostly what I do. I have these holy conversations, and I wake up and I just be meditating, and I just want to turn the video on and find a verse, and then navigate through it and see what the Lord feeds me. And that's another way I've been tuned in. And I truly believe I've been fed a lot of different verses, which I would be thinking about other verses, but then, I have other verses, and I won't be able to use those verses because the Spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai has fed me other verses. And I truly believe that I'm a vessel of His, seeking salvation, man. And we're going to need mercy. We're going to need mercy. We're going to need a miracle to get out of this, man. Because we're going to be the righteous, right? This is the crazy part. You got to think about it. What the scripture says. The righteous is scarcely going to be saved. All right? Let's see that real quick. Scarcely. Because we need Yahweh Shemel Shah. We need Yahweh to send back Yahweh Shah. Scarcely saved. Peter, verse.
According to Bible.com, 1 Peter chapter 4 verses 18 to 19 American Standard Version. And if the righteous is scarcely saved, where shall the ungodly and sinner appear? Wherefore let them also that suffer according to the will of God commit their souls in well-doing unto a faithful Creator.
Con. Alright, let's get this and put this in the blue letter real quick. Hey, I like going to the blue letter because it gives me other verses. Like I said, I get fed by the Spirit. I try not to, I pray that the Lord feeds me. Every time I'm speaking, I try not to lose verses. If a verse come, I want to run to it quick. Sometimes I end up rambling. So Salakia. So the righteous is scarcely saved, man. And I'm telling you, man, it's going to level up. The point is going to level up, and people ain't going to know what to do. I'm telling you. And this is where you want to hope and pray that the Lord got your back. All right. Because where's the ungodly going to appear, man? In this moment, man, when the righteous is scarcely going to be saved, bro. Scarcely. At that last moment, man. All right. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 18. And if the, let's see. Yeah. Let's just go up a few verses. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 16. For if any man suffer as a Hamashiachite, let him not be ashamed, but let him glory Yahweh on this behalf. That's what you have to do. You have to glory Yahweh by Shemer Shah on his behalf. On this, whatever you're going through, you have to glory Yahweh Shemer Shah that because he's giving you that suffering. And I'll tell you, before I turned the camera, I had a lot of things going through my mind, and it led me to this verse. The verse that I read led me to this verse, and I truly believe that the Lord was telling me this is your story. This is what's happening to you right now. Whatever was going on, whatever griminess somebody did to you, whatever was happening to you, this is when you put the glory in Yahweh Shah on his behalf. That you're suffering this. It's for you. It's your story. This is your moment. You know, this is my moment. This is your moment. And this is where the Yahweh Shah is gonna. When at that moment he's gonna have your ceremony, he's gonna speak about you. However long I don't know how long it's gonna be. Remember, we got eternity, so this festival could be as long as it want. Whatever Yahweh Shah have, it may go be feel like that time up in the spirit world. This time on earth is 2 different times, so it's gonna be a nice festival. A beautiful festival. All right, so we got suffer on his behalf. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, so see, at us as people, that's not talking about a place, a building. It's gonna be of us. We the house of Yahweh Shah. He dwells in us. What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? What should be the end of the ones that don't? We've been, to the best of our ability, we've been obeying the truth. We heard this thing and we stuck to it because we saw something. I know I did. I saw, it was like an image, it was like a video, a hologram. I saw when this was explained to me. I saw things in the dreams I be having. And all the things that's been happening up to now, and it's enhanced. It's not like it was like it enhanced, like gotten real spiritual, like the thing that's been happening in the flesh and in the spirit world. It's like the spirit world is intertwining with each other. Like, and I can see it. If I explain certain things, I'm like, whoa, I thought I was going crazy when I was a little boy. I did at one time, man. I tell you the truth, man. Like, that was the reason why I was to smoke weed. I wanted to block off some of the thoughts I was having. But now I wanted to be clear. I wanted to embrace me. And that's why right now I don't drink yayin. I got the Passover, I drink. But right now I wanted to be as clean as possible and let all the things, whatever I lost, just come back to me, the good and the bad, like, so I could, interpret it, should I say? Because there's a lot of things I blacked out before I got into the truth. I blocked out because I didn't want to think of it, like I didn't understand it. Now I want to clearly on it. I feel like the Lord is going to open up the floodgate of understanding. So that's what I'm seeking for. True understanding of Yahweh Shah. Because everything is his knowing. He knows everything. He's omnipotent and omnipresent. So I think that's how you say it. So if we want to heirs, we're joint heirs, he's gonna give us that authority to do that. So, so if we begin at us, what shall be the end of them or that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? So nobody wants to obey the good news of Yahweh Shah. He hid himself from us. Apostle Kabal always bring that verse out. I will go to my place to acknowledge your offense. And that's what we got. That's our first. I want to see that verse. Yeah, Apostle Ball was bringing that verse about Yahweh. Hold on, Salakia. I got this new tablet, man. It was a blessing to have this thing, man. Like I really needed it, you know. First I gotta find it here, so I can go back. I will go to my place until they recognize their offense. Bible verse, something like that.
According to Bible.com, Hosea chapter 5 verse 15, American Standard Version. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction they will seek me earnestly.
That's it. The Apostle Paul always bring this verse out. Hey, I pay attention to a lot of the verses my apostles bring out. Our apostles, if you're a man of the Lord, you know these are our apostles, from Apostle Hall, Apostle Kabar, Apostle Bakar, Apostle Ramlot. And you know what? We got our elders in Connecticut. You'll know who they are, and you will pay attention to certain things they do. It's like they traditional moves, in Taekwondo, whatever, karate. They got a perfect move they do. These are perfect verses, and it clarifies itself. What you just heard. So Hosea chapter 5 verse 15, I will go and return to my place. And who is that? That's Yahweh. Till they acknowledge their offense. And who offended who? We offended Yahweh Shah. Okay? And seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. And that's what we're doing. And we seeking Yahweh Shah's face. And that's his understanding, his knowledge, his wisdom. That's what we're doing, man. We're tapping into the power source, bro. And this is in the spirit right now. I'm up, and it's always at this moment when I'm about to, before I go to work, I have to put in the work or whatever, however the Lord feeds me, and He has me do His will. That's when I do it, man. And right now I truly believe this is one of the ones, man, because I can feel it. I can feel the power source working through me, and I need this, man. I need to do as much as I can. I'm coming out of this world, man. Coming out of this world, needing help. Now I truly believe this is the way, man. And that's another verse that one of the brothers I gotta find it before I think too much. So too much, yeah. This is the way, walk ye in it, Bible verse.
According to Bible Society, Isaiah chapter 30.21, 21 and 9 ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left.
Powerful verse, bro. This is another powerful verse. And I'm just hitting up like the last tablet. I overloaded the tablet. I've been opening up tabs and up the tabs and tabs and tabs. So now just another verse, man. Another powerful verse, man, where I heard this, man, from the time from 2007 when I heard, and I'm gonna say this, prior before, I used to be a 5%er, right? And I was seeking something, man. I kept like, this is not it, man. Why are we still doing this? And I remember one day I went into the store, right? The Arabs had the store. I was smoking a cigarette. I went and got me a Lucy. I always remember this day. I went in the store and I said something to the Arab man. And them Arabs back in about when we was coming up, it was a little more feisty because they was able to sell crack bags, cigarettes, blunts. And I was really offended that they had store. I was offended, man. Like I really didn't like how this was. Because I didn't have the true understanding, that they was Ishmael. Some of them could be us. Like now I didn't understand the mixed multitude, back before 2007. It was a couple other situations that clarified that threw me off from being, being in the, they call it the nations and gods and everything. I said, this shit is this ain't making. Cause I really wanted to be a god, man. I just know we could. All the things I thought about when I was a little boy, how I was out of space, walking on air. I'm telling you, I experienced these things when I was a little boy, man. Like certain things, I don't know, man. And I got the answers now. But we've been tapped into the power source. And I remember when I first heard that verse in Psalms 82, yeah, gods, we should die like men. That made so much sense. That makes sense because we are angels in bodies. So we die like men. Okay, we die like the rest of the world. But when we get the full power of Yahweh Shem Shah, we're never gonna die. We're not gonna die like men. We're gonna be true power. True power, brother. I think the brother live in London, out there in the over there. I can't. I met him before, but I heard that video once. Says true power. We're gonna have true power, man. All right, and this is how we got it. This is what happened. This is one of the things one of the verses. Because once we start walking in the way of Yahweh Shem Shah, we plugged in, man. We plugged in, man. And this is what good, because there's a lot of things running through my mind. I'm trying to narrow it down, but this is one of the things that we have to suffer. The things that we got to go through, our personal things, our whatever, and that leads up to us dealing with it, having patience dealing with it. It's going to be one of the things that's going to be able to have us make quick judgment and understand, because based upon experience, we're experiencing all this. We did all the wrong things in front of the sight of the Lord, and now we learn how to do all the right things in front of Yahweh Shem Shah, according to His will. We deal like Yahweh Shah. Because if you understand the spirit, remember, Yahweh Shah was Solomon. He went off as Solomon. He started following the traditions of his women gods, the idols, right? Start doing things with them because he was tapped in, but he wasn't fully tapped in like how he was. He had for 40 years and 40 years of peace, but that was just a glimpse of what Yahweh Shah what Yahweh Shah was offering us. We're gonna fully experience it. There ain't gonna be no half stepping, baby. Ain't gonna be no just a little bit. It's gonna be a whole lot of it. It's gonna be everything. We're gonna have everything. It's gonna be the full sauce. All right. So based upon how we get back to Yahweh Shem Shah, this is what happened. It says Isaiah chapter 30 verse 21. This is another powerful verse. I love this verse. Okay. And we have learned to do this, man. I know I have, man. I've learned that I'm judging correctly, man. I'm being mindful first of myself. I'm trying to how you say, I'm watching my steps so I can be an example for Yahweh Shem Shah. Watching my steps. I need to be mindful more. Like, every time something else, you still got to deal with the world, and that's how you suffer, and that's how you have patience with how other people is trying to conduct themselves around you. So you be better than them according to the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. There we go. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 21. In thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When ye should turn to the right hand, and when ye should turn to the left, everywhere you go, you're supposed to walk in this truth of Yahweh Shem Shah. This is your thing right now. This is it. We tapped in. And right before I turned the video on, I said, being plugged into the power source, and this picture popped up, and that's how you know. I didn't think of this video. I didn't think of this picture. It was just right. It was in my mind though. My mind, my spirit wanted this, and it boom, I got it. Like exactly. That's right and exact. Right? This ain't no God body shit. Well, this is the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And he dwells in us. The God of Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob dwells. If we the ones, he dwells in us. And we're gonna bring back the 2/3, and he's gonna dwell in them. But in the meantime, in between time, they gotta. If we don't want it, we don't. The righteous is scarcely. We say, so where's the ungodly? It's gonna appear. They're gonna hit with those missiles, man. They're gonna be put in concentration camp, and this is where you don't want to be. Salakia. So that's where you don't want to be. You want to be tapped in with the Yahweh Shemel Shai. You want to be plugged into the power source, man, so you can get you can navigate through this, man. You know, that's how I want it. So this is every which way I walk, and I work and I do the work, or however it goes, wherever I'm at. I try my best to stay with Yahweh Shemel Shai, what He want me to do, and that's what I emphasize to my little one and anyone. If my light is shining, I truly believe my light is shining around people. They don't like my light, so they try to dim it. These people are evil in this society, bro. I ain't never saw so much evil. These people are envious and evil, all right, and vindictive. And boy, you make them look bad. When you make them look bad, they get more and more angry. They wish they could hang your ass. I'm telling you, they wish they could, bro. But this is how you know their world is being destroyed as we speak. That's why the Yahweh Shemel Shai for that. So, yeah, so like, let's go back to this. Hosea chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and return to my place. And that's Yahweh. He returned back to his place. He sat on his throne and had his angels. You know, he took his spirit from us. But as you know, right now, since 2007, prior before that, you know, the Lord was building up our apostles, having them go through their afflictions, and until He said, "Yo, all right, here's your moment, baby." I'm telling you, man, you gotta look at it like it's some glory and honor moment, man. Here's your chance. I truly believe that, and I'm looking at this, man, and I remember, you know, when I first saw the apostles, right? You know, there was elders at the time, you know, and when I saw it, I was like, what is this? And I kept, you know, and it stuck in my mind, thinking about it. I'm at work, thinking about it, and I'm like, how can I watch this, see this, you know, and I'm still, you know, trying to fix my own self. And I'm like, what is this? And then at the same time, I know it was accurate because so much other stuff was happening spiritually, like dreams, you know. And the more I wanted to be in tune with these men, because at the same time they started calling GMS, right? The more I wanted to be in tune with them, the more other things was trying to distract me. But it was narrowing itself down because, you know, like, I remember, man, it's a lot of stuff I can say, man, but I remember asking, when I learned the name and I asked that name, I remember one day when a name was, I couldn't say the name. I remember that day I said, please, I didn't. I feel like that was like the ultimate power, the name Yahweh Shemel Shai. I feel like that was the ultimate power. Like I just knew that was the name, man. That day was that day, bro. It was that day. I said I could not even speak the name. I couldn't say Yahweh Shemel Shai. I remember, man. I said, "Oh, please don't." I said, "Don't take that name from me." Oh no, because I feel like because I was watching the brothers, you know, from I was seeing the video. I was like, man, they don't. I said, I'm always down there. I never, maybe because I was always working, I didn't ever see them. But when I was working Saturday, you know, we was trying to get money, trying to do this, trying to do that, and I was distracted. And I remember, like not wanting to work. I said, man, I got to stop working, man. I got to figure out a way. If I'm not supposed to have nothing, I'm not gonna have nothing. But I got to figure out a way to get to know more of this. I knew I was always scared to read, but I said, fuck it. I gotta do something about this, man. I said, how did I did all this music shit, and I want to be in front of a crowd, and I said, I remember I was like, man, I know I can do this, man. I know this gotta be the power, the true power, man. It's gotta be. And I never knew it was in this book. That book, I feel like I was covered. Everything else was like a covering. It's a verse, man. I wish I could find that verse, but I'm not gonna look for too many because it's almost time to go to work. But this is the true power, bro. And now, you know, based upon how we're gonna get there through much tribulation. Well, now we know that a lot of things is making sense. We want it. We learned that our King was crucified on the cross, man, beaten, smitten, broken, everything, bone, whatever was busted up on him, it was done to him. And he's angry about that. He can't wait to get back. He felt every drop of the pain. And that was for us. He was bruised for our sins, man. He was bruised for our sins. Can you imagine that, man? Waiting 2,000 years, waiting, and knowing that you're going to get it. But you still got to wait. Yahweh Shah got to wait. So we gotta do the same thing, man. We waiting for Yahweh to send back Yahweh Shah. But certain things gotta happen, and it's based upon prophecy. We learn the words, and I'm telling you, they didn't want you to. That's why another thing they didn't want you to read, man. They didn't want us to read, man. And they try to make fun of you. You don't know how to spell the word. You don't know how to do this, but you think you know something. This is why we study. We go over words. We look at things. We analyze it. We go to the origin. Our apostle, we go to the etymology. Our apostle heart has been dynamic for me, man. With Apostle Cabal, Apostle McCall, Apostle Ramla, and the elders from Connecticut. And now we see it in the younger brothers, from the brothers that's from New York that I came up with, and across the globe now. Even to Texas, and we can name certain places, man, that, who have brought things to the forefront, who have stepped up to the plate, and I admire these men, and I want to do the same. So that's where I'm at in this situation. I'm looking at this like, man, if I be one of those, bro, if I be one of these brothers, if I be one of these, man, all the brothers that you got a place in my galaxy. If I get whatever universe, but you got a little location, a little planet over there you can always come to. My galaxy is your galaxies. My universe is your universe. However it is, man. Whatever the Lord is gonna grant me with, I brought this. I have something. Because we're gonna. I want to be the first fruit. Tapped in, man. Plugged in, bro. All right. Till they acknowledge, this is Hosea chapter 5, verse 15, halfway through. Till they acknowledge their offense, man. And we have acknowledged our offense, man. We offended Yahweh Shah, and we acknowledge it. All right? And seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. And we've been afflicted, man. And we seek, oh Lord, I cannot do this without you. Yo, man, I cannot beat these damn demonic These motherfuckers is crazy. They do. I'm telling you, it's so much that when it be revealed, boy, oh hell, when the Lord let us see the things that He have done to us behind the scene, forget about the stuff they're gonna do to us. All the sneaky stuff they did to us, bro. When that shit is revealed, y'all, and all the other lives we lived, when that shit is revealed, bro, man, oh man, we're gonna see it. And we're gonna see it like we there again. It's gonna be a hologram. Oh, remember this? Cause I seen something like that happen. And I remember I got you. I'm always gonna say this. I got you out of this. I got you out of this. And every time he said that, every time I heard that, I truly believe out my smell shot. I got you out of this. I got you out of this. And I saw something. I saw a situation. I couldn't have did this without Yahweh Shema. I couldn't have got to this point. And you think you're gonna get much wisdom is much grief, man. Much wisdom is much grief, bro. And we experiencing the dynamicness of this, man. And this is the only way we're gonna be perfect, by going through the worst of shit, going through the worst case scenario. So, and should seek my face, and we seeking Yahweh Shema Shah's face. In their affliction, they should seek me out. And this is, oh man, quick and wait early right now. Lord, help us. Yo, bro. Yahweh Shema Shah, help us, man. Azanaya. Baba Kusha. Right? I need help. And I truly believe that he got me walking in his way. Because I'm watching apostles, I get to make it a camp, you gotta go to stupid jobs, we gotta work. I truly believe that Yahweh Shah got me doing his will, and that's how I feel, man. And if I need to look up another verse I can't remember, or I need to get more in tune with it, I can get to watch a video and then write it, highlight it. Man, I know I was going through something, man. They stole my car, my sword was in it, my garment was in it. It was a test, man. That was another dynamic. That was a brand new freaking car, ball. Same day I found out my stepson died, everything in one swoop. This is just to build more, to make me more stern and rooted. I truly believe that. Because that's something right there that when that happened, I saw a lot of things. Like a lot of thoughts came back to fruition, right back into like it was living it out again. And all the things I used to tell my demon woman, all the things I used to tell her she should be doing with him, she didn't do it, and even though he's my stepson, even though I was his pops too, like I was like he didn't do the right thing. I was fighting myself to do the right thing. I just wanted to be I was like, I can't tell somebody to do something if I'm doing wrong. And I truly believe before he passed, he saw me down on 34th Street, because I saw his friends, but I think he was ducking me that day. This is way back, like around, I don't know, maybe 2014, 15. We was on 34th Street somewhere. Whenever we was, before we left toward 34th Street, I seen him, because I seen his friends. Salakia. I seen his friends, and this is way back, way when he was younger. So, hey man, we here, man. We tapped in now. Now he was in the spirit world. He's at ease, and he knows who's the right. Apostle Hart said this, but when they go to the spirit world, they root for us now. So, but we have a potential. We could potentially be the ones, the predestinated ones. We could potentially be the predestinated ones. There's no way of looking around it. All right. And this is how we got it, man. I'm telling you, we heard it. We said, what is this? And now we're walking in it. Now we're like, and people looking at us like, what are they doing? Why are they this is absurd. We appalled. We can't have them people doing this. It's Ashashua talking. If they keep doing this, we gonna have nothing. They're gonna be stepping on us like carpet. Like the person said, the guy says, man, y'all been bad to black people. Right, call us black people, right? And they're gonna, and y'all lied to them for all these years. Y'all in big trouble. It could be Jake. That guy could be Jake. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna build faith off of the man of the Lord. That's gonna be the true man of the Lord, and it's gonna be exponential. So like I probably said that wrong. It's gonna be a high rate of people that's gonna run into this, and they're gonna want mercy. They're gonna say we was wrong. We should have listened to you. It's gonna be dynamic, man. It's gonna be the one, man. Salakia, where we at in time? All right. So let's go back to where we started at. Power source is Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right. So Salakia, this is the power source. It says Galatians. Which one was that? Salakia. Interesting. Oh, here. Let's go back here real fast. All right, I'm reading this right. Let's read this. Let's go back to Peter's real quick. It says, 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time will come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? Missiles, man, concentration camp, all the good stuff that's gonna happen, just gonna get them to understand that they was wrong. Those missiles, concentration camps, all that. Torture chambers, man, we don't want to be a part of that. That's why we're doing this to the best of our ability, man. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly, and the sinners appear? Like I just told you with the missiles, man. It's going to be a glorious moment, man. Wherefore let us suffer according to the will of Yahweh, committed the keeping of their souls to Him in well doing, as unto the faithful creature. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta be in well doing of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. Word. And that's tapping into the power source, bro. Like I said, I didn't have no verses, man. I just wanted to get one in, man. I woke up, as usual. This is what's been on my mind all the time. These scriptures, I try to be as studious as possible, going over words, and and using it to my best of my ability, man. Using it to while I'm in the world, having this the measurement, which is the scriptures, and I'm able to navigate through the valley of shadow of death with it, and it keeps me in tune. And I know somebody just told me when I made a delivery the other day, when you step in somebody else's realm, right, you gotta entertain their thing, right? So she had a whole bunch of cats. Knowing I'm allergic to cats, I said, look at all these pretty cats. The cats scattering, and I'm like, I got your food. And she was all, and I guess in her area, people would probably hate her because she got all the cats. And she was like, oh, hi. Oh, you like cats? I was like, yeah, I love cats. No, and I sneeze all the damn time, but she's like, oh, you got a great spirit. You got a real lovely, thank you. Oh, I'm going to give you a great review, and I'm going to give you extra tip in your thing. When I checked, she gave me an extra couple of dollars, whatever. I seen an extra whatever, and, she wants to give a good review. That'd be great. Have a good day. That's how she said. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Have a good one. And that's us being in the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Even though I was always, wholesome or have good hospitality to everyone. It didn't matter. I may have brought the enemy into my house, whatever. Back in the days, they probably were scheming on my wife. You never know. But I still had good hospitality. And this is where we are right now. I'm telling you, man, I truly believe that within this mess we in, this worst case scenario, we are learning how to be righteous judges in the worst case scenario. We're learning how to judge correctly, discern correctly, navigate correctly. So this is what's happening. So it's a lot here. We have great teachers too. All right. So I'm just gonna end this video. Back with this. I don't know. I totally forgot what verses I read. All right, but we're gonna read it. Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. My old self has been crucified with Hamashiach. It is no longer. Salakia. It is no longer who live, but Hamashiach live in me. So I live in this earthly body by trusting in the Son of Yahweh, who loved me and gave himself for me. Not only me, he gave himself for you men that's out there doing this work. And he tapped us into the power source. And the power source starts in these scriptures. I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Shah, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash, the Wadi Yahweh Shem Shah for the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim. Shalom.